again, it's time for another Friday Sews. And once again, this week it's gone so fast. It's been pretty hectic. Hence, this should be coming to you on Saturday. Now, well, I'm filming it Saturday morning because the week's just gone by and I haven't had a chance to film anything yet. So just a quick catch up today. So I thought I'll come out in the conservatory with my cup of tea and catch up on what I've been up to since last week. So yeah, what am I wearing? Well, I think you've probably seen this before if you've watched some of my blogs. It's just a white shirt I made ages ago. I think it's McCall's pattern, but I'll put it down in the link. And a little vest top that I've knitted to go with it out of a yarn that's recycled denim. Right, so this week, when I spoke to you last Friday, I think I mentioned I was going up to London for the weekend. So we went up to London for the weekend. We had a lovely time. On the Saturday, we went to see Mamma Mia at the theatre. I think it's the Novello Theatre in London. That was fantastic, really good show. You had to resist singing along all the way through it because obviously the songs are so well known. But they asked you not to sing along, then there'd be chance at the end. But yeah, really good show, so we really enjoyed that. And then Sunday I went to the Stitch Festival. Now, I went to the Stitch Festival on my own this year. I didn't know anybody that was going on the Sunday. But it was quite nice because it meant I could walk around and really take my time looking at things because I wasn't chatting with anyone else. I did see lots of people there that sort of I recognised or just wanted to chat, or and I spoke to a couple of the stall holders. I spoke to Emma from Studio 77 and I bought some of the things with her. Spoke to the owners of Purple Stitches when I went and bought some stuff there. So yeah, it was nice. I did get a chance to chat to people as I was going around. I was only there for a few hours. I'd bought my ticket earlier in the year and bought a VIP ticket, which meant I could enter half an hour before the show started and drop my bags off and coat and have a drink, and then I could be there right when the show started. So yeah, I was in there from 10 o'clock and I think in the end I left about 12:30 because we wanted to get back to get a train because there was going to be problems on the train in the afternoon. So yeah, that was the start of my week. And then my husband was in hospital for a procedure on Tuesday, so the rest of my week has been taken up with keeping an eye on him, looking after him, working, seeing my mum, doing all the usual weekly things. Right, so back to the sewing side. So what did I buy at the Stitch Festival? I didn't go with a plan of needing anything. I definitely didn't want or need any fabric. But I knew there was a possibility I'd pick up a few bits, but the aim was not to pick up too much because I was going to have to bring it home on the train. So I bought, as I said, I spoke to the people at Purple Stitches, so I bought some zips. So these are all 1 metre lengths that are pre-packed, but I thought, well, I'd buy a silver with the sort of sparkly zipper tape, and then a black with the antique gold, because I thought they were always handy to have in the drawer in case I do any bag making. And then on the subject of bag making, as I said, I went and spoke to Emma on Studio 77. Now, I used to be a subscriber to the bag making box and to her bag making club. I was finding it all a bit too much because it was all my stuff was just sort of mounting up. So I decided to put a hold on it for now with the plan. I will go back to it because I really enjoyed taking part in the club chats and things and having the bag makers box as well. But I thought, right, I need to make some bags with what I've actually got first. So I put a hold on it until I've done so. I have made a couple since I made that decision, but I haven't used up all my supplies yet. But of course, I ended up buying a bit more. So I bought, she was doing zipper pulls. I bought a bag, I think it was 10 for £6.50. So I bought quite a few, but I won't take them all out to show you, but they were sort of like different ones. As you can see, that's sort of like a feather that's got a face in it, in the rainbow metal, and then thought that was quite nice in the darker. So yeah, like a little heart. So yeah, so I bought a whole selection of them. Because I've got lots of continuous tape. I bought big long lengths for previous projects. So I thought that's great because I can link them with the tape I've got from that. And then the other thing I bought, she had some of these metal handmade. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that particularly well. Trying to get the light to catch it. There you go. Handmade, and it's got the scissors in the middle. And I thought I just had to have some of those because obviously with my channel name of Sew&Snip connected to my use of scissors for my hairdressing job as well. I thought with the scissors on, yeah, I had to get a few of those. And the other thing I got from her was a fabric that she bought for the Bag Makers box. I think it was a month after I'd stopped and paused it. I saw this and thought, oh, I like that. That's unusual. But luckily enough, she had some up at the show. They were discounted because there's a flaw in it. I can't see the flaw. But she said it was quite small, but it's just she couldn't sell it as perfect. So yeah, that's like ripple effect vinyl. And obviously it's got the cloth back into it, so it stays in the ripples. But yeah, so that was £5. So it's a good width of fabric there. So I should be able to make maybe a couple of little bags or a nice sized bag with that. So yeah, that was nice having a chat with her, catch up, bought some nice things. And I noticed also when I got back that she's advertising her next free Bag Makers Challenge. I don't know if any of you have heard that before. I'll put a link down below so you can go into it and sign up for the emails if you are interested. But it's being run from the 21st to the 25th of April. And what she does is each day she goes online for an hour and she talks about what we're going to make. And the day one is cutting out, and then each day there's a different step. She records it all, so it's all available via her Facebook group. So you need to sign up to the email, then she'll send you a link to sign up for a Facebook group, and then you can go on and do this free Bag Makers Challenge through that. I've done it. I've done two separate ones. I did the Valentino pouch. I think that was the beginning of last year, and then I did one later on last year as well, which was a small bag with a handle. I'll pop photos in of both ones I made on the previous bag making challenges. But yeah, it's a nice introduction if you haven't done much bag making and you just want to learn a few of the basics. She covers lots of little different techniques on these free challenges, and obviously it's an introduction to her bag making group or club that she does. So it's great to go on there and you see all the different techniques that she uses. You get to interact with other people that are doing it as well, and you find more about the Bag Makers Club with the option to join that if you want to. So yeah, so that's bag making, and obviously gone off subject there with about the Stitch Festival. Yeah, so then the only thing I had thought that I wanted to get was some labels from Little Rosy Cheeks, and also these dividers. You've probably seen lots of people that have bought these organisers to put their labels in. She actually does her own folder with these sheets in it, but you can buy the additional sheets as well. I didn't want the folder because I already had this old Filofax that used to be my one for work. So I've been sticking my sewing stickers on it. And so I thought, I knew it was the right ring binder to put them in. So I just bought the sheets to go in it. So yeah, so I've now organised all my labels, and I bought some new ones made by Nana. It's not how I spell Nana, but it's the closest I can get to it. So I thought that would be good for when I'm making things for the grandchildren. You Deserve to Dream. Yeah, and I Sew. So yeah, now my labels are completely organised. I will hopefully get around to actually using them, because I'm forever sort of making something and then get to the end and think, oh, I didn't put a label in because they're tucked away in a tin. So I thought, right, I'll be organised. So yeah, so I bought those dividers and some more labels. And then I was very good. I only bought one piece of fabric. Now, I can't remember what stand I bought this off of, but I just saw the sign. They were all stripy knits, and they were manufactured in the UK. So they were all £10 a metre. And I walked past 3 times because I said I wasn't going to buy, or I didn't need any fabric. But this one kept catching my eye. So yeah, it's got a very slight line through it in white. Nice bit of stretch, but not too stretchy. Nice lightweight. And I just bought a metre of that because I thought that would make something like a nice Naya tee to wear with jeans when it's a bit warmer. I mean, we have had lovely sunshine, so it feels like spring is truly here. And our clock's altered tonight in the UK, so we will lose an hour's sleep tonight, which means we lose an hour of Mother's Day, because it's Mother's Day tomorrow, which is most unfair. But yeah, so that was the only fabric I bought. So yeah, it wasn't a huge amount that I bought, but it was lovely to just go around. I picked up some leaflets from a few different places I hadn't heard of. And yeah, just relaxed, wandered around. It wasn't too busy. I think having been Saturday last year, I'm going Sunday this year. I preferred Sunday for the amount of space you had. It didn't get too hot, it didn't get too crowded. You didn't have to fight your way through to the front of the, queue for the stands to look of anything. So yeah, in that aspect, Sunday was definitely better. Social side, yes, last year going on the Saturday, I did see a lot more people that I knew. But I'd caught up with a lot of people the previous weekend at Plymouth Rocktail, so I didn't mind just the quiet wander around on my own. So yeah, so that was it for all I bought. Sewing wise, I haven't done a huge amount this week. As I said, it's been hectic with other things. I have started my So Frugal make, which is due in, I think I've got to be posted on Monday. So hopefully I will have time to finish it over the weekend. But if not, I shall finish it afterwards and we'll talk about that next week. But I decided, as you know, I did my So Frugal blog post on shirts because I like a shirt, and so we went through some different shirts that I'd found that I was quite interested. I'd never made any of them before, but I wanted to make one of them for my So Frugal challenge. So I have cut it all out, and it's half together. It's the collar piece, as you can see. It's a nice lilac-y purple Dupion silk. So it's got a nice bit of structure to it. I've had this in my stash for quite a few years now, and it was given to me by a friend who had had it in her wardrobe for years because she'd bought it when she got married. I think that's about 20 years ago. So it was, I think she bought it with the intention it was going to be for bridesmaids' dresses. So yeah, so I'm glad to have made use of that, and hopefully I'll get that finished by the end of the challenge so I can share it. The other thing I've been doing this week, while I've been sat down in the evenings, is working on macrame. On a previous post, you might remember I shared that Stacey J had challenged me to make something with my macrame cord this month because she'd found a load of rolls in her cupboard, and so did I. So, we had a selection of these, and yeah, when she took it all out of the cupboard, I commented and said, yes, I've got loads of those as well. So she said, right, we'll challenge each other to make something by the end of the month. So I have made it, I have finished what I'm making, and I'll share that in a separate vlog because we'll put them up on Monday, hopefully around the same time. Obviously I'm UK time, Stacey J's in New Zealand, so it's going to be, we've got to work out a time that's suitable for us both to put it live. So yeah, so that's has been on my work pile this week. And for next week, well, for the weekend, if I go today, if I can, I've got this fabric, which I bought it before Christmas with the plan of making my mum a top for Christmas. Never got round to it, it was just too busy. So I put it back in the cupboard thinking I'll make it for Mother's Day. So yes, Mother's Day tomorrow, and as you can see, it's still a piece of fabric. So if I get a chance this afternoon, I will cut that out and make that for her for a present tomorrow. If not, I need to go shopping. But I have made a top for her before, which is a simple V-neck, little top with long sleeves and a cuff. So I know it's quite quick to sew, so that may get done this afternoon, and I'll show you some pictures of it next week if I do. So yeah, so that's it really for the end of my sort of sewing side of it. Now I'll just add this little bit on the end because I know it's not sewing related, so I know a lot of you won't be interested, so I thought I'll put this at the end and then you can just finish now, say goodbye, and I'll see you next week if you're not interested. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I shared last week, I think it was, that I become an ambassador for Chloe in the Wild sunglasses for 2025. Now, I've been wearing their sunglasses for years, back before they were called Chloe in the Wild because they had to rebrand. So I bought them when I was first running because I used to do the Couch to 5K park runs and things. And I bought these sunglasses because they were great. They were bright colours, they were funky, they were fun, and they actually stay on your face and don't slip. So yes, I've built up a collection of them, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know in most of the photos when I'm taking them outside, I've got a pair of sunglasses on in various colours. So I just thought I'd share today that I've got some new sunglasses to show you, because if you're interested, I've got a 15% off code that I can give you. I'll either put it on the bottom of the screen or put it in the notes below. So yeah, you get 15% off your order. At the moment, they're doing buy one, get one free. So you can use the 15% as well as the buy one, get one free. So it makes a really good deal. So yes, I'll show you. They all come in these funky boxes with little pictures on the end of which ones they are. So I won't take them all out, but these are the ones, one of the ones I picked for this time. I decided, I got my ambassador kit sent through to me, and then I picked a pair of glasses and bought my ones myself, and then I picked a pair for my husband as well. So yeah, these are called Champagne Punch. So as you see, they've got that purpley sort of lens, and it's sort of a red, sort of almost tortoiseshell frame to them. And yes, they're eco-friendly brand. Now they're a brand from Scotland in the UK. They're a small business, which is why I thought it would be great to be one of their ambassadors to promote a small UK business. They're eco-friendly. The packaging is all recycled packaging. The plastic that's used to make the frames is made from recycled plastic. So yes, they're non-slip, so they stay on your face. So they're great for any activities. As I said, I bought them when I used to go running, but they're great for walking as well. I wear them when I'm gardening because they don't slip off my face every time I'm leaning down to do something. I like to put them back on my head to keep my hair out my way as well. But yeah, so any active lifestyles they're great for. They also do, sorry for sort of reaching behind it, is hard cases, which have got a little carabiner on the end so that you can clip it onto your bag so you don't lose it. And then they also do these caps. Now, we also had these caps previously. I think last year or the year before I bought them because my husband used to run as well. And they're water resistant caps, so they're great if you're going out walking or running and it starts raining because the water just runs off them. So this is actually my ambassador one that they've just sent me in the new colour. But my husband's got a navy one and I've got a pink one as well. Yeah, so they're great. They've got the large peak to stop any rain going in your face. But then they've also started doing these caps as well, which is the endurance cap, which is more softer bodied one with a small cap. And I just thought that would be great for working outside, keeping the sun off my head. But yeah, so as I said, not so related, but I thought you might be interested to see, especially with the fact that I've got a discount code at the moment that you can use if you were looking for some new sunglasses. So that's it for me for this week. As I said, I haven't sort of done a lot, but it seems like I've chatted loads there. So hopefully I'll get a bit more done next week, but I am babysitting a lot next week. I've got 2 days of school pickup, so that means sort of as soon as I finish work, jump in the car to drive up to where my 2 eldest grandchildren live and pick up them from school and stay with them until my son-in-law gets home. And then I've got a day at home, which I'm working, and then I've got 2 days up looking after my youngest granddaughter, and I'm staying up there with her and looking after their dog. And then I've got my other daughter's dog the weekend after that. So yeah, a busy, hectic next week. Hopefully my husband's on the mend now, so I won't be doing quite so much sort of checking on him. But that's it for me today. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you have been managing to do some sewing. Let me know in the comments below what you've been up to. If you've a subscriber, thank you for returning again today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button below, because I am creeping up to the 1,000 subscribers, which is my aim to get by May. Okay, so that would be great if you can. But if not, I'll see you again another time. Bye for now.